Howdy Pooksters, how's everybody? Today, I am doing great and I just wanted to stop by and eat with you. Or you can eat with me, whichever works. I am having breakfast at lunch. So we've got pork steak that I've grilled on the skillet, half of a low carb tortilla and 2 sunny side up eggs. And that look good. I love this stuff. And the reason I have the tortilla is to sop up, because that's what we do in the southern part of the States. This egg yolk is about to go down. Good stuff. I use some kind of a smoke flavored seasoning on this and I love it. It's new. Don't even ask me what kind it is. I love a runny yolk. I mean, that's my favorite part of the egg, look. Woo. Some of you guys don't like that, but that is the ticket. That is the ticket. So, I was kind of thinking, I wasn't sure I was going to do a mukbang, but I was kind of thinking, what do I talk about if I do one? God, it's so good. I watched the Cowboys game last night against the Rams, and they lost. So they're out of the playoffs. I had hopes for them, but they just didn't play as good. Not as good as the Rams, so it's over, it's over. So really, I don't know what to talk about. This flavor is so good. So this month, I've been doing a no spend challenge. And I don't know if you've seen those around, but people challenge themselves, whether it's a month, a week, a year, to spend no money other than what they have for bills. Like, so they can only buy or pay for bills and buy groceries, so no eating out. And really, it's different for everyone. So I just kind of stuck with, I will buy my groceries, I will cook at home. No restaurants. I go to the grocery store, like, if I have things that I need, like you think toothpaste, shampoo, if you run out, you go get it. That should be okay. But some people challenge themselves a little bit further with that. I don't know about you, but for me, I have these little random things in my drawers that's for like extra toothpaste. And it's not new toothpaste that I have extra. It's like those tubes that are almost gone that I've just kind of thrown in my drawer because I haven't squeezed it all to its maximum. And then I have like little travel ones. So instead of going to the store when I ran out of toothpaste this time, I squeezed the devil out of that one. And then when there was nothing left to squeeze, I went through my drawers and I found like 4 big tubes that were still, but probably had 2 or 3 uses in it, right? Two or 3 more times. So I made it a challenge for myself to go through those before I buy a tube of toothpaste. So I don't even know why I'm doing it, other than I buy everything with my credit card. I'm drinking Perrier again, by the way. I buy everything with my credit card. So whether it's eating out, going to the convenience store, which I rarely get anything there, but buying gas, paying my bills, if I need to go get medicine, whatever, anything and everything that requires money, I rarely carry cash. I use my credit card. And, you know, like it's very rare that I'll go look at my credit card transactions. Oh, that burned my nose. And not see activity for days. It's usually, you know, every day there's something. And it gets a little cluttered and it's kind of hard to manage what you're spending your money on and whether or not it was money you could have saved otherwise. So it's kind of nice when I look back. The only charges on my card this month so far have been bills. My plumbing is jacked up. The people that did my tile, I think I mentioned in the last video, I had to get a plumber out here because my sink in the kitchen wasn't draining. We fixed it, but it cleaned up grout that was in the drain. So when I asked the guy to reimburse me for the plumbing, he said he's not getting any work right now and he doesn't have the money. So I'm like, okay, not happy with that. But he's like, I can do labor in exchange for the money. I'm like, well, I can't pay my credit card company with your labor. So bottom line is I wasn't getting anything from him. Well, yesterday I was putting on my makeup and I was washing my rugs, my floor mats, and I could hear my toilet started gurgling. And then my shower started to fill up with water from the drain. Maybe 2 months ago, something like that, I was washing clothes and when it was draining, the toilet filled up with soap bubbles. It was the craziest thing, but I've heard of that before because my daughter had that happen at her place. And she was right next to the laundry room and my toilet is right next to my laundry room. Anyway, at that time when the bubbles happened, I put liquid plumber down the drain where the washer goes and then I put it in the toilets, which I heard you're not supposed to do that. But either way, it cleared the drain. Well, then this time it's going in my shower. And I'm thinking that's weird, but this is after I hired that plumber to fix my sink. But obviously there's still an issue somewhere. So I go outside where the intake is or whatever you call it, the 4-inch sewer line thing. I open it carefully and water starts to just gush out, pour out. And then it settles. And I was told that is indicative of the clog not being in my home, but backed up to where, somewhere between my line and where the city starts. More than likely it's on my end. So I'm like, lovely. This is just great. So I'm like, I'm gonna call this contractor and say, come out here and fix it. So he's like, okay. And he comes out right away. So he's trying to make things right, I get it. And I'm like, before he comes out, I'm like, do you have a snake? If he said no, then what? He came back and said no. I'm like, well, what you gonna do? You gonna look at my pipe and go like, yep, you gotta stop up and walk off? What are you gonna do? What can a plumber do without a snake? Seriously, okay? And I told him the situation. It's not the little pea trap or nothing. It's ridiculous. So he said he was gonna have his wife go get a 25-foot snake at the store. And he said he did plumbing. Who out there believes this man does plumbing for a living? Anywho, I had already done the 25-foot snake and I used all 25 feet and it never hit anything. So Home Depot said they have one that I could rent that's 100 foot. So I told him that so he could go get it and he was gonna come back today and do it. Excuse me. So he was gonna rent it and then come out this morning. And then I get a text from him. Home Depot wants a $125 credit card deposit. And he didn't have that money. Well, he can't help me. So he's not even trying, seriously. I gotta figure this out, y'all. I did put, I went to the store, I guess this is my point. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but with my no spend, anything like medicine, whatever, and then of course life happens, so I had to go pay 12 bucks for 2 big bottles of Drano. That wasn't in my plan. But last night, my toilet started flushing. And when we showered this morning, the shower drained fine. So I went ahead and pressed start on my washing machine cycle so it could finish draining, because I didn't like my rug sitting in that water. And that worked. So when I get done with this, I went to church earlier, just got back from church. So I'm gonna go over there and see if there's still water sitting in there. If there's not, then it cleaned through. And it's, you know, like I said, it's happened twice, so I don't know what is causing it. It's just a weird thing. But my spare bathroom had water on the floor, and the toilet didn't overflow. I think it came out from underneath. When you did my tile and put the toilets back down, I don't think you put a new seal on it. So now I have wet tile. It's probably wet underneath, and I ran the fan all night on that. But yeah, so it's kind of cool that I have all these, minimum amount of transactions hitting my credit card, in which that's money that's not going out of my account. So that's kind of cool. I'm over the challenge. Today's the 13th. I'm over it. I look back at my other credit card transactions, and although I did have a high number of transactions, I wasn't spending a whole lot, like on eating out. And if whatever I spent on eating out, that was my food for the month, because I wasn't cooking and buying groceries here. I do like that I get to cook more. I don't like to cook, but I like having good foods to take for lunch at work. And I'm getting creative with the different kind of things I can make. I'm trying to make things that are yummy with good flavor and low carb. So it's, I don't know, it's challenging me some. For sure. I did go to Pizza Hut last night and eat wings. But someone paid for that. But y'all, I love to budget. I love that. Like, if someone's like, I make this money, I have these bills, and I have enough to pay my bills, but for some reason I never have enough. Like, I make it enough to pay my bills, but at the end of the month, this is what my sister tells me, I don't have the money to pay my bills. In other words, she's living above her means. And I love budgeting. I love money in a respect that I love to manage. That's what I do for a living even. So, like if I could help people budget money for a living, I would. Like I budget the company's money. That's what I do for a living. But, I mean, honestly, I don't know how you can make money helping someone come up with a budget plan so they can get their bills paid and save money and spend money if they are worried about spending money. You know what I'm saying? Here, let me help you. And while I'm helping you save money, I'm going to take some of your money so you can pay me. I wish there was a way. So if you guys know, let me know. But I do things like, I maximize my money. So if you guys are interested, if you're not, I'm sorry I'm boring you. But I use a credit card that gives me 1.5% cash back on all my purchases. So there's cash on that. And then if I need something from like the groceries, some Walmart or something, I will literally, if it's not like perishable groceries, I'll go to walmart.com and I can order through that website what I want. And I can either have it delivered for free here if it's over $35, or I can pick it up in the store. but I use Ebates. There's other rebates companies out there, but they give like Walmart on certain days. Usually it's 1%. Sometimes they give 10%. Sometimes it's 10% back on like beauty products versus furniture, you know, that kind of thing. So if I know I need something, I'll go to Ebates, and let's say they're only giving 1% for Walmart purchases. Excuse me. I'll go to Walmart. I'll go to Ebates first, and I click this Walmart link. It takes me directly to the website. Whatever I buy in Walmart, Ebates knows to track it and give me credit. So right there, I'm getting 1% back. And then I get the 1.5% on top of that because I use my credit card. And then I use a credit card. It's no interest for so many months. So when I have now, there's no interest till June. Okay. So if you're with me, I got 2.5% cash back on my purchase. Something I needed anyway. If I went to the store and just grabbed it off the shelf and bought it, I would have had 1.5% off. Had I done it online, I'd save the extra percent. But then what I do is, let's say that purchase is $30. Instead of paying the credit card company the balance in full, because there's no interest, I only pay the very minimum payment that it requires. And then I transfer the $30 that I owe Walmart into my, that I owe the credit card, I transfer it into my savings account. And it sits there until June when I have to pay the balance in full. That savings account is 2.4% interest. So I'm doing the math, we got 2.4 plus 1% plus 1.5. I'm earning 4.5% on that purchase. Pretty smart. I mean, when you're looking at $30, it's not a whole lot of money, but it's more than you get when you just go to the store and buy it with cash, right? So I'm always trying to maximize my money. I mean, even if you have like $500 emergency fund, I wouldn't leave it in a Wells Fargo savings account or something. Those only pay 0.1% interest. Just go online and do an online savings account. Pick the best one out that it pays the best interest rate. Just saying. So, I'm not a financial guru by any means, but I'm very good with my money, usually. So, if you ever have any questions and you want some advice, I can give it to you. Just comment below and I'll reply. But definitely no, I am not a professional. I cannot tell you what mutual funds to invest in. That is not my thing. I invest in some. Sometimes I don't always pick the best ones. And right now the market is so bad, I'm losing money. But the upside of that is it will go back up. So whatever money I keep putting into it with my savings, that'll grow better. More grow better? I don't know. So there you have that. Yep. And I have a friend who said they had a challenge to save $500 in 5 paychecks. And there's some plan she's following. They're like, on your first check, save $85. On your second check, save $97. On your third check, save $52. Like, it's random like that. And by the end of the time they figured it out, you'll have $500. Which is great. And then she would use that to pay down her debt. So I think it's a great, if it takes something like that, a challenge like that to get you guys to save money or pay down your debt, I'm all for it. But the way my brain works, if I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just do 500 divided by 5 checks and save 100 every check? Simplify it. Why do you use the random amounts? I don't understand. Because it wasn't progressively increasing or decreasing. It was just some random numbers. So the other thought, more importantly, is if you're going to take aside 87 for the first paycheck and put it in a savings account, and so on and so forth till you get to 500. Why don't you take that 87 and put it directly to the bill right then and there? Because the 5 paychecks that you wait, you're paying interest on that debt. So why not put the 87 to it now? And then you're paying less in interest. Every day that goes by, you pay interest. So the lower your balance, the lower interest you pay. So, excuse me. Does that make any sense? If this stuff like finance bores you, just let me know. I won't do it again. I was going to tell you guys, this is fun. So, I'm like the worst person to talk to when it comes to relationships because I have a difficult time staying in relationships. I have issues. And they stem from my past, I'm pretty sure of it. But neither here nor there, I struggle. But I'm on this Facebook dating site, and it's not a dating site like where people match up. It's a dating site like where people talk about their dating experiences or have questions or whatever. Or they give scenarios like this is happening, what would you do? That kind of thing. And it's kind of funny because I usually chime in. We all have our stuff to say. Sorry, I'm going to eat the meat off this bone. Think of it as the wing. Anyway, I comment and other people comment, and they don't just comment like 1 or 2 lines. It's like paragraphs. And it's funny because when you're in a relationship and in a situation, it's a lot harder to take advice and follow it. It's a lot easier to give advice that is not bad advice. It's sound advice. But when you're in it, it's a lot harder. It's different. So, is that bad that I enjoy that? I enjoy saying what I would do. And when I'm in a relationship and I'm struggling, I know what I should do. Like, I say objectively, Pookie, if you were in this, you should get out. This is no good for anybody except the other person. Run, because you are not on the pedestal you should be on. Unfortunately, there's not much to sop up. So anyway, I would like to have a dating advice videos. What's your dating dilemma? Comment below and I'll tell you what I would do. It's fun. Anyway, that was just a random thought when I was talking about budget and financing. Yeah, there is nothing to sop up. It's so sad. But then that was good. Yummy, yummy to my tummy. I would like to say thank you to all those people that stuck around. They actually commented on my last video. Said they were thinking about me. I appreciate it. It's been a while, but I recognize all your names and I miss y'all. And although I think a lot of people have dropped off and kind of just went on about their way, I miss y'all and I miss doing the videos. So continue if you can to interact. I enjoy it. So leave me a comment. Thank you for leaving comments in the past. I appreciate it. I was on my feet all day yesterday. They were killing me at the end of the day. So today I decided I'm going to be lazy. But I got to check the plumbing first. I have some laundry to do. My robot, the vacuums, Juanita, I'm going to send her to work. I might do some cleaning up a little bit here and there, but I'm going to do a lot of sitting down between there. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope everyone has enjoyed their weekend thus far. I hope you like my video. I really do. And If there's a topic you'd like me to talk about, let me know. I was going to talk about Italy or Phoenix or whatever. Maybe I will in the next one. I don't know. I just don't have that much food to eat to talk about all of that. So nothing as special is coming up in my life. It's just the no spend challenge. I'm doing low carb, so I'm losing a little bit of weight there. And that's about it for now. So I hope y'all have a great week coming, and see ya in my next video. Does that sound good? Sounds like a plan to me. Not sure when that'll be, but I'm going to do them more often. I for sure am. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.